A big day over at TIAA Bank Field as the Jaguars' new head coach Doug Pederson will call the stadium his new office. Pederson, who is a Super Bowl winning head coach, dynamic and aggressive play caller, is now charged with developing Trevor Lawrence and turning around a franchise that has lost 119 games in the last decade. Pederson went 42-37-1 in 5 seasons with the Eagles. That's the same number of victories the Jags have had in the last 10 years. He also had 3 playoff appearances over 5 years, and he did a terrific job developing Carson Wentz during his time in the city of brotherly love. In fact, Wentz was a MVP candidate before blowing out his knee. Shad Khan released this statement that said, in part, "I hope Doug can replicate that magic here in Jacksonville, but what is certain is his proven leadership and experience as a winning head coach in the National Football League. It's exactly what our players deserve. Nothing less." And we've got live team coverage for you tonight. We start with Mia O'Brien. She's live at the bank. And Mia, you caught up with someone who knows Doug Pederson very well.
That's right, Chris. When you think of the Philadelphia Eagles over the past 20 years, you think of Donovan McNabb. You certainly think of Doug Pederson and that 2018 Super Bowl team. And if only for media nerds like us, you also think of ESPN's Sal Paolantonio. He has been covering the NFL in Philadelphia for the past 30 years. He's known Doug Pederson just as long, and he tells me that Pederson and the Jags are a perfect match.
Doug understands passionate football fans and what to do in that situation. I think what you're getting is a guy who understands quarterbacks, understands offensive football in the NFL, has those connections to Andy Reid's offense, will really relate to players across the board. And he'll fit in the Jacksonville community. He's a man of family. He's a man of faith. He and his wife, Jeannie, I think will really fit into Jacksonville, very much so.
What is it that makes the Pedersons so unique?
They're a close-knit family. His wife and children are very close. I think Duval County will be perfect for him and vice versa. So I think he fits right in. There's no question. He loves Florida, and he loves a challenge like this. I think this was his #1 choice, no doubt about it. I know he may have sort of talked to other teams on the fringe, but I think that he was focused on getting this job because he knows that it's going to be a perfect fit.
Can you explain why he was here in Florida and maybe why he took this, what he called an emotional break, after he was let go by the Eagles in 2021?
You know, his wife is from the South. He's got roots in the South. He wanted to be in the South. I think he really wanted to sort of, reconfigure his family life, his personal life, and his professional life. Doug is the perfect fit at this time for this team.
Sal Powell also gave me his prediction for what the Jaguars might do in the NFL draft if Pederson has any say. Who does he think they'll take at #1 overall? Head on over to firstcoastnews.com for that and a whole lot more from our conversation. From TIAA Bank Field, Mia O'Brien, First Coast Sports.
Now our live team coverage continues at 5:30. First Coast Sports analyst James Coleman will join me to explain why he thinks Doug Pederson makes perfect sense. Plus, he'll address 9 head coach vacancies, 6 now filled, and still not 1 black head coach. That's tonight, all new at 5:30.